Imagine spending months or even years building a YouTube channel from the ground up. You've learned how to edit, script, and engage with your audience. You've gained thousands of subscribers, maybe even started earning a little income. Your videos are your voice, your passion, your identity. And then, one day, without warning, you're locked out. Not because you broke the rules, but simply because you're under 16. This isn't a hypothetical scenario. It's about to become reality for thousands of young creators across Australia. In a sweeping and controversial decision, the Australian government has passed a law that will ban anyone under the age of 16 from holding accounts on major social media platforms, including YouTube. And when that law takes effect on December 10, 2025, a generation of young digital voices will be silenced overnight. The ban means no more uploads, no more comments, no more likes, no more subscriptions. Even if a young person already has an established channel, they will lose the ability to manage it. No posting new videos, no responding to fans, no monetizing content, no creative control. For young creators, this isn't just a restriction. It's the end of their platform, their community, and in many cases, their dreams. YouTube, once considered a space for education, creativity, and self-expression, is now being treated like any other social media network under this legislation. Initially left out of the law when it was first introduced in November 2024, YouTube was later added in August 2025 after government officials acknowledged the growing evidence of online harm affecting children on the platform. But in targeting harm, the law makes no distinction between dangerous content and harmless creativity. A 14-year-old sharing poetry, a 15-year-old teaching guitar lessons, or a 13-year-old documenting their science fair project, all of them will be shut down, regardless of intent or impact. For many of these young creators, YouTube isn't just a hobby. It's a form of empowerment. It's where they build confidence, develop technical skills, and connect with others who share their passions. Some have even begun to see content creation as a future career. Now, that path is being abruptly cut off. The message is clear. If you're under 16, your voice doesn't belong online. And it's not just about losing the ability to upload, it's about losing connection. YouTube has long been a space where young people find community, where niche interests are celebrated, where encouragement flows in the comments, and where talent is recognized regardless of age or background. Removing young creators doesn't just erase content, it isolates them from a support system that often feels more real than the world around them. The government's goal is protection, shielding children from cyberbullying, inappropriate content, and addictive design features. And those concerns are valid. But the solution? A blanket ban that treats every underage user the same, without nuance, without exceptions, and without alternatives. There's no provision for supervised accounts, no option for parental consent, no pathway for young creators to continue under guidance. It's a full shutdown. Platforms like YouTube now face the challenge of enforcing this rule at scale. The government has said users won't need to submit official ID like passports or driver's licenses. Instead, companies must rely on age assurance technologies. AI systems that estimate age based on facial features, voice patterns, or behavioral cues. But these tools are still imperfect. They can misidentify users, especially across different devices or in diverse populations. And they raise serious privacy concerns, as they require collecting and analyzing biometric data from minors. Worse still, the ban risks pushing young creators into less regulated corners of the internet, platforms with no safety measures, no moderation, and no accountability. In trying to protect them, the law might actually expose them to greater danger. Beyond safety, there's a deeper cost: the loss of youth expression. For over a decade, YouTube has been a launchpad for young voices speaking out on mental health, climate change, identity, and justice. Removing their access doesn't just limit creativity, it weakens public discourse. When we silence young people online, we lose their perspectives, their innovation, and their truth. And make no mistake, this isn't just an Australian issue. Other countries are watching closely. If this law is seen as successful, similar bans could spread globally. The precedent being set is powerful. That age, not content or context, determines who gets to speak online. So what can young creators do? If you're under 16 and run a channel, now is the time to act. Talk to a parent or guardian about transferring ownership or exploring supervised options like YouTube Kids. Document your journey, preserve your content, and stay informed, because laws can change and movements can grow. But more than that, we need to ask, should creativity have an age limit? Should passion be restricted by a birth date? And who decides which voices are worth hearing? Because when we say no more uploads, we're not just blocking videos. We're telling a generation that their stories don't matter. And in a world that desperately needs fresh perspectives, that might be the greatest loss of all. If this story matters to you, like, share, and subscribe.